A lot of Ket Matlala's friendships were put on the spotlight at the ad hoc committee this week. He was asked about his friendship with Mswazi Msibi.
Okay, it was he was a businessman. He was also the founder of Santago, which is a taxi association.
He was asked about his good friend Jerry Bushura.
You know very well, me and your son, we are very, very, very close friends. We've done a lot of things together, traveled together, me and his wife and my wife, and there was nothing that I will do to harm your son.
He was also asked about his relationship with Bheki Cele and with Brown Mogotsi.
I will say I will regard Brown Mogotsi as a con artist, and Cele, yes, I will say he's an extortionist.
Mogotsi is what?
A con artist.
Or a con artist. So Cele is an extortionist.
Yes.
And one friendship we all wanted to hear about was his friendship with Prince Mongol Mahlangu. Ket Matlala denied being friends or knowing anyone who is a member of any gang in Pretoria. But what about this? Prince Mongol Mahlangu was a known kingpin, a fleshy one. He allegedly wore Gucci outfits to conduct cash-in-transit heists. And maybe Ket Matlala was not really friends with Prince Mongol because Prince Mongol was allegedly killed by John Wick. And John Wick, according to Brown Mogotsi, is Ket Matlala.
Commissioners, it was 6 pages. The Boko Haram, it talks to a man who was known as John Wick. This John Wick appears on the presentation of the intelligence presentation which was presented to Minister Bheki Cele. It has a picture of John Wick, his ID number, it has his previous convictions, pending cases and everything, all the matters that were withdrawn against him. It was in 2018 October, Commissioner. Commissioner, John Wick is Vosemose Ket Matlala. Even the picture is showing that.
Welcome to True Crime with me, Julia. On this channel, we look into true crime cases that have happened in South Africa. And this past week was a lot. We have been so zoomed into Ket Matlala's affairs because more than anything, it is important. It is giving us all a glimpse that if we didn't have any brave people to speak and stand up for us as a country, we would continue to be run by unknown mafias and gangs. So today's story is more of a look into the life of yet another controversial figure, Prince Mongol Mahlangu. Please note that this report is based on allegations. Prince was never really arrested or convicted of any of the crimes he's been accused of, or in any public records at least. So please keep that in mind. Let us get into the story.
Congratulations. 18.
Before the gunfire, before the allegations, before the headlines, Prince Mongol was known for one thing: style. Imported designer shirts, colorful shoes that cost more than most people's salaries and rent, and outfits worth tens of thousands of rands. Social media loved him. Clips showed him dancing at parties, singing along to music, laughing, enjoying the kind of life only a few could afford. People said he made the social scene richer, literally and figuratively. But that glamorous lifestyle raised questions. Where did the money come from? How did someone with no legit trace of wealth afford the level of luxury? Behind the scenes, rumors started to swell. Whispers linked him to a car hijacking syndicate. Others claimed that he was a key figure in cash-in-transit robberies, the violent heists that haunt South African roads. The police never confirmed it. They never denied it either. To the public, he was a mystery. To his family, he was simply Prince, a brother, an uncle, a father figure. They believed he was misunderstood. But was he? Prince Mongol was from Soshanguve. He was a member of the ZCC Church. He went to school in Soshanguve, but there's no record of him completing his schooling career, as reports suggest that he started in criminal behavior very early on in life. He started conducting car hijackings at an early age. Prince Mongol was allegedly part of a syndicate that hijacked and robbed 4x4 cars, and the cars were smuggled into neighboring countries like Mozambique and Zambia. And they would do this again and again and were never caught. So then this is where Ket Matlala enters the chat. The two are from Pretoria. They walked in the same circles. According to reports, at some point, they had joint dealings or joint illegal operations. This includes Prince Mogu's crew allegedly using Ket Matlala's transport business to spot their next car targets. There were also allegations that the two would plan and conduct the CIT dealings together and then they would share the profits. It is not clear how or when the two fell out, but when Ket Matlala was asked about friends in the same line of work as Prince Mongol at the ad hoc committee, this was his response.
You saying how many friends I have?
Yes.
How many friends?
No, I said how many friends of yours are involved in criminal activity?
Oh, criminal activities. I'm sorry. I didn't get that. I didn't get that.
Okay.
I thought you were saying how many friends I have.
No. I'm sure you have many friends. How many are involved in criminal activity?
I don't know.
Well, you knew that Mr. Boshoga was.
Yes, I know.
Do you admire people who involve themselves in the drug trade?
No, I don't.
Why?
That's what they do. I cannot dictate what other people must do with their own lives.
I absolutely agree with you that you can't dictate what other people do, but you can decide who to be friends with.
Yes, I can be friends with you today. Next week I hear that you're doing something which is not aligned with what I like.
And then what would you do?
I'll let you do whatever you're doing.
And you still remain friends?
Yes, on conditions.
What conditions? What conditions could there possibly be
for
remaining friends with a criminal?
I can only meet you at church.
Hey, winner.
As mentioned, Prince Mongol was also involved allegedly in CIT heists. On 25 February 2024, a group of men entered Mnandi Spa complex at Tulip Road in Centurion. They entered around 3 p.m. A G4S security guard was loading cash into an armored vehicle. The armed men attacked and killed him with an R5 rifle. They then fled with a box of money, but the cash was rendered unusable because thanks to quick technology, ink was spread all over the notes inside the cash box. The suspects then abandoned their getaway car, a white Toyota Corolla. They left it nearby. Two of the suspects were caught on CCTV. They were wearing distinctive clothing, and one in the Gucci hat, who is tall and has a distinctive pose, is believed to be Prince Mongol Mahlangu. A 1 million rand reward was offered by the security company to find the suspects, but nothing really came up for a while. And then, after the heist, a gentleman by the name of Godfrey Kanyani opened a case saying that he was hijacked and that his car, the white Toyota Corolla, was stolen from him. The Hawks then worked around the clock after finding the car not too far from the scene of the heist. They then made 2 arrests. They arrested brothers by the names of Sabelo Lawrence Masemola and Elias Masemola. Then soon after that, they also arrested Godfrey, the man who said his car was missing. They arrested him for the heist at Mnandi Spa. They also charged him with perjury for trying to mislead the police. The 3 were charged with robbery and murder, and as of today, the case is still ongoing. However, Godfrey and the Masemola siblings did not snitch, and Prince Mongol was never arrested for his alleged involvement in this heist. After every successful job, Prince Mongol was never one to be shy to show off his success. His social media was his stage. Let's start with his house. Let's go to his ride.
Congratulations. 18.
Now check his outfits.
Principally 2 age. Principally 2 age.
Kingpin. The show price is 100,000 and 168,000. You are about to the monogram. Prince Mongol.
Check his shoe collection.
Yeah, gents, like you want Thomas, message you go. Like a cloud, no. Look at the apple, I can never mean to come run to another shop. You're up on Romanas share,
Let's also check his close network, the people he rubs shoulders with.
Yeah.
In all of these, nobody still knows where he legitimately gets this money from because no one knows his business, no one knows his inheritance, no one knows how Prince Mongol Mahlangu became Pretoria's most stylish kingpin. On September 4, 2022, a quiet night shattered by gunfire. Police received an anonymous call. Shots were fired at one of the gates of Loftus Stadium. When they arrived, they found a grey Golf 8 GTI smashed into a wall, the windows blown out. Bullet holes puncturing the driver's side. Inside the car was Prince Mongol Mahlangu. Next to him, a female passenger who miraculously escaped unharmed. This was his wife. Detectives quickly determined it wasn't a robbery. It wasn't random. It was a hit, a planned execution. But by who and why?
I'm Kuzinara, Mome Bra, Shifa, Kulia Bosa, Me Brave, Nave Hasha.
According to reports, Prince had just pulled out of the trademark parking area when unknown gunmen in a white VW Polo ambushed him. There was allegedly a brief verbal exchange before the men shot him multiple times on his upper body. He was then rushed to Medforum Hospital, but he died on his way there. As news broke, social media exploded. Supporters mourned, his critics celebrated. Others asked the question everyone was thinking: what exactly had Prince Mongol been involved in? His family pleaded for sensitivity. His sister begged relatives to stay offline to avoid trauma. They said the comments were cruel, even celebrating his death. And then something strange surfaced. At the crime scene, Prince Mongol's jacket and cell phone allegedly disappeared, stolen in the chaos. His uncle later begged the public to return the phone, insisting it might hold clues as to why he was killed. Was someone covering their tracks? His funeral in Block H in Soshanguve looked less like a mourning and more like a festival. Luxury cars lined the streets. Mourners were told that luxury cars only, and only 2022 models would be allowed to move with his funeral convoy. Designer clothes shined under the sun. Another strict order, mourners were told that only luxury clothes would be permitted at the funeral. Alcohol flowed freely. His funeral reportedly cost over 300,000 rand spent in total for the ceremony, the cars, the tent, and the chairs. It was a funeral fit for a king. But a king of what? With so many unanswered questions, people began to connect the dots. Was Prince killed because he was linked to the CIT heist and car hijacking syndicate? Was it revenge for the cash in transit guard's death? A fallout between criminals, including his friend John Wick? Or simply a personal feud? Police crime intelligence remained tight-lipped, but they did go on a high alert in Soshanguve after his death, fearing retaliation. Whatever Prince Mongol was involved in, it had scared the right people. I tried searching for the details of the victim of the Mnandi Spa heist, the security guard, just so that we can all be reminded that these kind of cases affect real people, but I could not find any. The company is not sharing his details at this point, but may his soul continue to rest in peace. So what are your thoughts on this case? What do you think Ket Matlala and Prince Mongol had in common, since he is denying being friends with gangs? Let us know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe. I will see you on the next one.